one.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons
and the Washington Commanders.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Okay, right.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be thrown about a foot or 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
They'll run with Patterson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
They'll go. It's Patterson.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen
Smith. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They go play action with Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 2. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Powell, throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll go play action. Howell.
Forced out to his left. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Uses the stiff arm.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space, kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football.
Third down, here's Patterson. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Back to the ground now. Patterson.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's not enough to just make that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Play number 7 in this drive. It's a tough 3rd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, probably he went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They'll go again with Patterson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson
with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
Taking a shot for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's Howell with another throw.
And this one is incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Patterson running between the tackles. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got in it.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. You're the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll run for it with Robinson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr.
His fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Again, Patterson.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 62 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and goal, Howell. And it'll be intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 more.
Sometimes the process get challenged. Teams you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. It didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Patterson again. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Patterson gets right up the middle.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Come on, set.
Second and 11. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Good job there.